So we're going to go ahead and get started. I'm probably going to keep it to about an hour tonight. You might notice it's later than how I've been doing these, or I guess earlier since it's Thursday, early day, instead of Thursday evening like I have been. Well, I started my new shift, so I am working 2:30 p.m. to 11 p.m. And so for right now, it's going to be at this hour. If they get me moved to overnight shifts, which apparently they actually submitted the request for that today, but if they get me moved to overnight shifts, then I'll probably do these before I start work on Thursday evenings. So we'll just see how it goes. All right, for right now, of course, my nose itches the minute we get started. Okay, for right now, we are picking up with Simhalu and our Smuggler storyline on Coruscant. Let's see here. So, I think we've done this one. We need to go back. We don't have to worry about that one. We need to go back and get this done. So, bust up the Hollow Vault. That is for... I don't see that quest on our list, actually. Oh, no, never mind. It's a bonus quest for Hot Pursuit. Okay. Let's see, but we do need to go back and do the Freight Skippers. Okay. So we're going to go back and do that. We're going to check our mail real quick, because I did notice we've got a letter. I'm betting it is from... Oh, it's from Vanara Kale, the senator that we helped. Follow up on the Merchants Guild crisis. I'm pleased to tell you that the troubles with the Migrant Merchants Guild are coming to an end. We've arrested many of their major leaders and shut down their attack. The citizens of Coruscant are safer thanks to you. The citizens of Coruscant also retain their faith in our system of governance and will succeed in rebuilding this planet. This is also thanks to you. You should know that I'm giving serious consideration to not running for re-election. I know you have doubts about how I achieved my position and the deals I made, but I think you understand that, in the words of the poet Boorus, better for a few to sacrifice purity than for all to surrender to darkness. Well, it would probably be a good thing for her to not run again. Just because, you know, she did some shady things to get the job. At the same time, part of me also says, yeah, but she's doing a lot of good in her way, even if she did get the job through shady means. So it's kind of a situation. Oofta. Okay, they are busy today. I'm not seeing that many other people, and that's why we're not seeing a lot of the mobs already dead like we normally would. Why am I going the wrong way? That's a good question. Yeah, okay. So where am I supposed to be going? I love that I just totally run the wrong way. I mean, it's very fitting for me. I do that stuff all the time. But it's still annoying. Okay. Not gonna talk too much about the various calls I've taken at work due to confidentiality things. Just like I can't say the name of the bank that I work for because of confidentiality. But it's been going pretty smoothly. I did finish my on-the-job training with a 92% on the QA calls that I had, which is really good. For on-the-job training to pass it, they expected you to have a minimum of 80% on your total for calls, which I well exceeded. Most of my calls were actually 100%. I had 2 that were 90, and that's why my score was down to a 98 instead of just being flat out 100. I've been put on my new manager's team. Don't think I'm going to be on it very long because, again, we submitted my request to switch to overnights today, which I've been wanting to do since before, we have not yet listed my house for sale. That is coming. The realtor was supposed to send me over some paperwork, but he got a bit busy with other sales, and so when I reached out to him today, said that yes, he would go ahead and get that paperwork finished up and sent out tomorrow. So I will probably handle that before I start work, because I wake up about 2.5 hours before my work is scheduled to start, as a way to ensure that I have enough time to do the things that I need to do around the house before it is work time. Trying to think of anything else. I will say I do seem to still have the really good ability to build rapport with customers, really good ability to explain things on a technical side to customers who are not particularly technologically apt, I guess would be the term, since they are technologically inept for the most part. A lot of them are on the older side of things, which is fine. There is nothing wrong with being older. There's nothing wrong with being older and realizing that, hey, I struggle with technology. I need someone to show me what to do or to explain to me what to do. Okay, I am perfectly happy to do that. So I really have never and will never understand people who get mad at the elderly, especially, because, well, they should just understand this. How? This stuff that we take for granted, okay? My generation, and I'm turning 40 this year, my generation grew up with technology as a big part of our lives, okay? Like, my household, my brother, when I was 10, 12, he did some sort of just odd jobs for the school that I went to. And the school was getting rid of some of their older computers. Not that they had a lot of them, but they were replacing them with newer ones. And they offered him one of those older computers as kind of a thank you for having helped. So when I was, somewhere between 10 and 12, we got a computer in the house. Now, it didn't have the internet. It was MS-DOS. It didn't even have Windows 3.1.
Time to roll up our sleeves and take out some trash.
And
let's show this
I wrote
son who's boss.
fan fiction on that computer, and I got very accustomed to DOS-based systems. I think that I was supposed to do that part before. Okay. I can't do that anymore. That quest is done. Um, so when I eventually did move to a tech support position, um, one of the things that I found very easy was we had a tool that we would have to fix for other people that was a DOS-based system. And so a lot of these customers that I would speak with would be struggling a lot with that system. But because I grew up using that system not just for,
I don't
you know,
recommend ordering. This looks to be Black Sun Central.
not just for like a work computer or anything, but I was using it for fun. So for me, that DOS based system was not confusing, not frightening. And it's just like most of the people my age and younger, and most of my coworkers are younger. I will fess up to the fact that I am very much one of the oldest workers of my class. But they grew up, as did I, with computers. So for them, these computers seem common, easy, simple. And they struggle with, well, how come this person who is older can't seem to figure out that you just have to put, you know, X into Y,
I bet the Black Sun
and
stole
then
half
click
these cargo
Z, and
crates
it's
right off the spaceport docks.
done. Well, sure, for us, that's just, yeah. But for some people, the term user ID, they don't know what that means. Like, if you say, okay, I need you to put in your user ID, they're lost. So you have to explain it more slowly. Maybe use some different terms. Just generally the people that are struggling with these things, these older people, they're from a generation that did things that are pretty amazing too. And just because they don't understand modern technology does not mean that they are stupid, that they are useless, or anything like that. And I've heard those kinds of sentiments, not from my coworkers, of course, but I've heard people say, ugh, I can't stand these old people who can't understand anything. Well, how were you explaining it to them? Were you going slowly? Were you mentioning things in such a way that they could understand them? Or were you just rattling off information and leaving them behind? I don't know. I have a lot of feelings, shall we say, about what could be considered. I don't care about the bonus I want. Okay, so I'm done with this. That's what it is. I have a lot of feelings about these, frankly, artificial generational divides. These us versus them when it comes to people's age. Because I have more in common with a 72-year-old pensioner who is living on a fixed income and just can't get, they can't get this paperwork submitted that they need to. I have more in common with them than I ever will with the people who have like $1 million in the bank, or even people my age, who make comments such as, what? It's just $16,000. It's not like it's a lot of money. Because I'm sure I've mentioned that call that I overheard. But I don't have much in common with people with that attitude. Because 16,000 is a lot of money for me. 1,600 is a lot of money for me. You know, we recently, I think I'd mentioned, we had to buy a fridge. And that fridge cost around $1,000. I think a little bit more than. And I had to, one, just really, really consider if we could get by without a new fridge, which it turned out we couldn't. And so I had to go, okay, how are we going to afford this? What we ended up doing was having to buy it on credit and then pay that credit back once we got our tax returns. Because we otherwise could not have waited until we had those tax returns to buy the fridge. It was just as simple as that. But because we did put it on credit, we were lucky enough to have an option for credit that charged no interest if paid off before a certain date. So we were able to make the purchase without having to be paying a lot of interest. But a lot of people don't have that option. And credit card companies will charge you an arm and a leg. I have a credit card. I make certain it is always paid in full. Because if I didn't, I believe it's got a 23% interest rate on it. And I don't have the money to be wasting on paying interest like that. I mean, I'm already paying on student loans for me and my partner both. And the debt, even though we pay it every month on time, sometimes early, that debt's not going down. And the reason it's not going down is because the interest rate is so high. And there's just nothing you can really do, especially since it is student loans. It's a system that is set up in such a way to purposely pull the money from the people who don't have it and give it to people who already do. And I'm sure that anyone who hears me, already knows this stuff, is well aware. You probably, if you follow me on... No, I need the disguise. If you follow me on Twitch, then most likely you already know me from other places, and therefore probably are pretty... given that I curate where I hang out in online spaces very closely, to ensure that I'm not around people that I don't want to be around. You probably have similar views on, the nature of poverty and the way that the systems are set up to encourage poverty, frankly. But, yeah. It's not set up in a good way. And, again, people like me have more in common with someone who is a starving college student or a pensioner on a fixed income than we ever will with millionaires. It's just how it is. And so, there's no reason for me to mistreat those people that I have more in common with just because, I don't know. I've never understood the urge to mistreat people anyway. Okay. So, all the way back the way we came. Okay. Yeah. The generational divide, the millennials versus zillennials versus Gen X versus Gen boomers or whatever it is. And you'll hear me say, okay, boomer, as a joke. And it's generally to somebody who is honestly completely out of touch with those generational struggles and the fact that, yes, you had it rough, so do kids today, and there's no reason to make fun of them for having it rough.
Hey, what are you doing? Get away from that! Back off! This is our hydro supply, and we like it broken. Now get lost!
The hydro supply belongs to the Republic. I'm here to fix it.
No, we need it to stay broken. We need this water. We don't have any money, and there's nowhere else in the district to get water for free. We'll die if it gets shut off.
What happened to your parents?
They died in the war, all right? We're on our own now. Just leave us alone. This is the only place we've got, and the only way for us to get by.
If I gave you some credits, would you be able to find a new place to go?
Yeah, that'd be a start. It'll take a lot, though. Are you gonna give us enough?
This should take care of you and your friends.
Whoa! I've never even seen that many credits before. We can trade for a long time with these. Thanks!
Okay. So there's that done. Anyhow, yeah. We're all struggling to get by. We're all trying our best. No reason to make others miserable just because you're suffering. Especially if they're suffering too. Alright, so. And that is Mason's rant about the economy, or economics, or whatever you want to call it today. Okay. So what is this one? Didn't I just finish that? Oh, that's just the bonus I didn't do. Okay. That one I can't do. That's the bonus. Alright, so I need to get back up here. Okay. But yeah. We're all human. Let's try to, help each other. Shouldn't be a novel concept, honestly. I still want to know what all these crates of armor and these things. I can word, I promise. These crates of armor and these consoles are. Still don't know. Still curious. I'd like to see what they are so I can figure out if I want to mess with them. Probably for some event that I'm not entirely aware of. But I'd kind of like to know, because if it's an event, I want you guys to see it too. Oh well. Let's see. I did? Oh, I recently, I was looking for something quick and fast that I didn't actually have to do the cooking. So I picked up some Jimmy Dean's breakfast frittatas that are bacon and spinach, I think. And oh my goodness, they are so good. And don't get me wrong, I like the frittatas that I make, but these are like light and fluffy and soft, and
Vehicle paths are currently open for business.
part of that probably has a lot to do with okay, that's the one for Feeler Dan. Partial eclipse. We're gonna go here.
Have a safe and pleasant stay.
The ones I make, though, are very dense because I load them with tons of veggies. And, like, it was so nice. It was kind of like junk food, but not breakfast when I had them yesterday. I've been struggling with getting things cooked just because of being so tired. I'm hopefully, now that I'm on the proper schedule, it won't be such an issue. But we'll just have to see. They did ask me which hours I would prefer, and I told them I would prefer actually 10 p.m. till 6:30 a.m. Because, of course, you have your 30-minute lunch that you don't get paid for. And the reason I told them that, as opposed to the 11 p.m. till 7:30 a.m., is because 10 o'clock is actually when my house gets quiet. It's when my kids go to bed. It's when my other half goes to bed, if not before, honestly.
There you are. I was beginning to worry Senate security was causing you trouble. How did it go? Did you get Parville's documents? It wasn't easy, but I got them. I'm glad you pulled it off. You deserve a medal for this, you know. Here, you take your price, and I'll take the parcel. Rest easy knowing Senator Parville's motion will never pass. I'm glad I was around to help out. You're a hero to the true Republic. We won't forget what you've done.
I honestly... Okay, so I gave her the fake documents. That's why I got dark side points. I was about to say, I honestly don't remember if I agreed to give her the fake documents or not.
That ought to fix you.
I heard you sent the Black Suns packing. Have you tracked down where they took the cargo yet?
I got what you wanted.
I'll send a security cleaning crew down there immediately. Then we can try to patch up this operation.
Okay. So there's those two done. Now, I need to go that way for Gree, that way for Hot Pursuit. Let's go ahead and deal with the Gree first.
The
But yeah.
senators are mighty proud of their office building, aren't they? Can't say I blame them.
But yeah, I've been hoping to get on that overnight shift. I don't remember if I was doing Twitch streams when I was doing overnight shift before, but I loved it. It works so much better for me because I can just focus on work, not have anything else to deal with, you know? Just do my job. And just doing my job is, like, my favorite thing. I like to be productive. I like to feel like I am doing something important. I like to feel like I'm good at my job and like I'm doing a good job.
I'm feeling pretty underdressed. You suppose there's a place in Richmond?
I must have gone down the wrong... Nope, here it is.
All Coruscant systems indicate clean life waters flow upward. You flawlessly applied my crafted solution to the hydro supply at the Black Sun level below. Adulation.
A group of children was collecting water from the broken hydro supply and trading it.
A faulty hydro supply is not suited for immature life cycles. Sealing the break promotes their safety. Clean life waters flow and nurture upper levels. The coarse and sufferer beings achieve benefits on the Enclave's Gree ingenuity. My black sphere evolves to a purple parallel because of you. When I impart this development, Patake will progress enthusiasm with the Senator.
You guys like things to be parallel, don't you?
Your comprehension of Gree linguistics progresses favorably. You evolve accurate insights. I pledged you a piece of Gree ingenuity. This solution was crafted specifically for your being. My acknowledgement and appreciations. Systems and ensure the clean life waters flow upward. Accept my unyielding gratefulness.
Okay. Hey, helmet. Maybe helmet. Nope, belt. Okay.
There. Better?
Open that up. Open that up. Move these down here. Move you down here. Shove things over here for sale. This is me sorting because I keep forgetting to hit a bank. I need to do that. Okay. Now, there should be... There we go. The next Gree.
Is there some way I can pitch in?
Operator units always inherit foul labors. I administrate as well as Patake, but I am marooned to waste processing. What have I done to incur white acute?
Is that what you are? An operator unit?
You submit curiosity. Bewildering. Foreign species customarily embody flawless self-centeredness. Gree units fulfill 4 caste assignments. Crafter, operator, researcher, and administrator. I am operator. I ensure proper function of Gree ingenuity. Patake is administrator unit. His sole aptitude is communication, command, governance, argument. I can serve Patake's function. Can he serve mine? No.
If you dislike your assignment so much, why not change to a different one?
My aptitudes are Grey Sphere, but the Enclave permits only operator unit assignment. This is an equitable distribution of my aptitudes. Patake commanded me, optimize Coruscant's waste processing system, preserve your organs from filth, disease, poisons. But Ugnaught porcine bipeds plundered Gree ingenuity from waste processors. With Gree optimization solution stolen, filth, disease, poisons spread uncontrolled, plagues imminent.
I might be here a while. Should I be worried about this?
Why interrogate me? Gree operator units do not possess aptitude for biological predictors. A plague outbreak arrives at appropriate period. The Ugnaught porcine bipeds plundered Gree optimization solution unaware of internal transmitters. I detect the plundered device's coordinates. Patake authorizes compensation of Republic credits to the Black Bisector who repossesses the optimization solution.
I'll take care of everything.
That is the expected response, Black Bisector. Why exhaust respiratory functions on it?
I will admit I don't like Hibbarak as much as I like the other droids. He's just so down. Which, admittedly, he's bitter because he wants to be doing Patake's job. Thing is, I don't know how much of his being down and bitter is because of him wanting to do Patake's job and how much is just him. If it is just him, then I can see why he's not the one who was put in charge as an administrator. Because if you're going to work in a diplomatic field, you need to not tell people they are wasting breath on things that they should be, things that are common for their species to say. In the Republic, it is customary to say, okay, I'll do that, and not just have it be assumed that you're going to do that. So, you know, for Simhalu, she wasn't wasting breath. But according to him, she was. Which, yeah,
Can you believe this place? You could fit all of Tatooine in one of these high-rises.
Coruscant sure is good at making a fella feel small. I guess it's kind of inspiring.
Okay. Somewhere. There it is. So we are looking for Nizkif, I think. Okay. Well, I'm getting confused. That's heroics. I don't want the heroics. It says I need to go there. Well, I'm supposed to be intercepting Urbax. So here. But it doesn't show... Okay. No, it's got to be that elevator. So weird. Okay, we'll try it again. Normally it shows a quest marker, though, when you're doing this. Also, yes, I am totally eating peeps. Because I love them. They are sweet and delicious. Boy, they put him back here far. There we go.
That ought to fix you.
Okay, I'm on fire. That's fun. I'm on blue fire. I'm apparently just gonna stay on blue fire thanks to these guys. That seems to be their favorite thing. Just throw the blue fire at me. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's so many of them. We can go over here. More blue fire. Think I found my target. Yep.
This was fun, little mouse. But we're done playing. Time to die.
I am a designated officer of the Celestin Constable Brigade. Drop your weapons and surrender, or I'll be forced to
I
discharge
can't
my
figure out
weapon
if this
again.
Celestin's deaf or just stupid.
All of you against one guy? That's overkill, don't you think?
I told you, idiot, to watch that door. Do I have to do everything myself? You don't belong in here, little girlie. Better leave before you break a nail.
Wait, upstanding citizen. Under Article 11607 of the Emergency Service Laws, I hereby deputize you. These men are interfering in a criminal investigation.
I'm sure if we ask them real nicely, they'll just leave.
I already encouraged these men to depart peacefully, but they failed to comply. It's possible they don't understand Celestese. Please, upstanding citizen, it is your duty to assist a designated peace officer requesting aid.
You heard the man, lawbreakers. Surrender now, or else.
You really are as dumb as you look, aren't you? Kill them both, men.
There. Better?
I gotta admit, Neil is one of my favorite NPCs. He's just so happy and cheerful, and I am grateful for your assistance, Deputy. I apologize for drafting you into service on short notice, but you performed admirably.
I just wanted to shoot those guys, alright?
Regardless, you have my thanks. I will make special note of your heroism in my full report. I have not properly identified myself to you. I am Officer Neil Moon of the Celestin Constable Brigade.
I'm just a simple starship captain trying to earn a living.
Normally my reports require a full name and genetic record, but I suppose I can acknowledge you as an unidentified innocent bystander. I have come to Coruscant pursuing a dangerous criminal named Skavik. He is wanted by the government of Sullust for high crimes. Skavik stole a priceless relic called the Marustavan Ruby. My duty is to arrest him and retrieve it, even if I must act alone.
Tell me about this, priceless relic. Is it valuable?
It is a one-of-a-kind gem as large as your fist. Mined from the depths of Sullust Millenniago. We revere it. Upstanding citizen, I do not believe your presence here is coincidental. My investigator's instincts tell me you purposely came to this docking bay.
I guess you could be right.
My instincts are rarely wrong, and refusing to agree is not a denial. I propose we cooperate and share resources. Coruscant is large and confusing. If I turn up any useful leads on Skavik's whereabouts, I will contact you. Can I count on you to do the same?
I'll take any help I can get.
I'm glad to finally have an ally on this world. Together we will bring that lawbreaker to justice. Your help with these lawbreakers was invaluable. I will contact the local security force and file an appropriate report with them.
Keep my name out of that report, all right?
Your participation will remain confidential. I was assumed full responsibility for the happenings here. I will not detain you further, upstanding citizen. Your time and assistance here is greatly appreciated. Good day.
Let's not be here when the local security shows up. We don't have time to answer questions. Maybe we should go see if Darmus knows anything new about Skavik.
So yeah, Neil is a sweetheart. I adore him. Now we're gonna get our happy asses back to Darmus. I don't know. The Coruscant spaceport is pretty, if a bit convoluted. Also, I'm pretty sure... I know it said this was the second level, but we went up 2 different things that would have put this as the second level, and then a 3rd and a 4th. And it never mentioned those. Where am I going to leave? Right, we have to go around this thing. The fun thing is if you pop up a map, it doesn't actually show you that, oh, you have to go up and down and around and around. It just shows you what looks like plain, flat, easy to traverse area. No ups and downs. One thing that I don't like about the maps in Star Wars is they don't really display elevation all that well. Then again, most places I can think of don't really do it either. So, you know, you take what you get. Okay. Back to... the fly thingy majig. The taxi service. I can board, I promise. Yep, okay.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Galactic Market. Don't mind me, I just pop over sometimes to the Twitch to see if anyone said anything. Because again, when I'm in-game, I cannot see the chat. Eventually, I will find a way to fix this. But for the moment, I just have to periodically, when I'm doing something like flying, pop over, check the chat, and then pop back over. Because every now and then people start talking to me, and I don't know it, and then I feel bad when I eventually check, and it's like, oh, they were talking, and I never responded. I'm sorry. It happens a lot. Okay. Have I mentioned how good-looking Simhalu is? I still wish that they gave an option for female characters that are actually fat. And not just the slightly curvier. But she's very good looking. I've already done that one. Okay, I'm not interested in that one. Alright. still there, huh? Can't fault her dedication. This must be the partial eclipse. Speak to Nakif. Yep, or Nizkif. Waiting, hey, wait, you are sent by Phalaris. Yes, you are. Yes, you are how she describes you. She calls me, tells me you have a nice list of names I want. I maybe can sell. Let me see the list. Yes, then we talk credits.
You aren't seeing this list until I see some credits.
You're expecting me to pay for a thing I do not see. Would you do this? You don't worry about your money. I am good for it. Phalaris tell you so. Now please, datapad.
This had better not be a double cross.
No tricks. No crossing double. Nizkif is trusty, you can be sure of that. See, yes, this is a good list. Interesting, valuable. So many names, so many potential buyers. You do good work bringing this list to Nizkif. I will be finding much use for it.
Are we done? Can I go now?
Yes, you are busy. Lots to be doing. If you're sure of the credits, I give Phalaris her share later, so don't be worrying about that. It is a pleasure doing business with you. Perhaps we meet again later. Farewell. I've always wondered what would happen if you only got 750 credits for that. Anyhow, as I was saying, I always wondered what would happen if you say, nope, deal's off. I'm kind of curious. Maybe I'll do that next time. Wait, next time's going to be a Jedi. They're not going to do that. Neither will the Rebel Trooper.
See? What'd I tell you? It's the captain from Rogan the Butcher's bounty posting. Are we lucky or what?
I never doubted you for a second, lover. You've always been my lucky star.
Ugh, you two make me sick. Hold it right there, Captain.
Is that a hairstyle? Or did a womp rat die on your head?
Did you just... Who do you... Shut up! Come on, you two. Let's cremate this fool and get rich.
Your friends have so much to live for. Why get him killed?
Ooh, tough talk from a scum on the run. I'm not afraid of you. I've got a flamethrower.
Hold it, Scorch. There's something about this captain. She might be more trouble than she's worth.
Not man enough for a real challenge? Don't know what you see in this guy, Igara.
More than you could ever show me. Rilo, this bounty's worth more money than we could earn in a month.
All right, lover, but stay behind me. I don't want you getting hurt over a lousy stack of credits.
Wake me when you're done.
We're done. Let's burn it up! Woo! You're all right.
Too bad Rilo's actually the one with brains. Oh well. Made the poor decision. Well, actually, his companions made it for him. But they made the decision, so...
Having some trouble with bounty hunters, Captain?
No, I can't help it if I'm popular with all the wrong people.
Don't sell yourself short, my dear. All the right people find you charming, too.
I hear Black Sun's on an emergency recruitment drive, and you had an altercation at the spaceport. I take it my lead was worthwhile.
Turns out, there's a Solistan lawman chasing Skavik, too.
It's always good to have friends with common interests.
While we wait for Skavik to make his next move, perhaps we could play a little sabacc?
I saw that one coming.
Corso, don't be such a spoiled sport. What do you say, Captain? First game's on me.
Oh, what's the harm in a friendly game of cards?
Don't say I didn't warn you, Captain.
Get us a round of drinks, won't you, Corso? There's a good man. Let's deal some cards. You win again. That was very impressive.
Impressive? The captain just cleaned your chrono, Darmus.
I'd say you've played this game before.
I never said I was a beginner.
And I'm a victim of my assumptions. Well played, my friend. Hold on. I'm receiving an alert from my network. This may be what we've been waiting for. Looks like your efforts have paid off, Captain. My informants just witnessed Skavik fighting someone and fleeing into Justicar's territory. We have him.
Did your informants say who Skavik was fighting?
An alien of some sort, according to this report. Very peculiar. The Justicars don't tolerate outsiders in their sector. Skavik must truly be desperate to risk his life going there.
I'm not letting some Justicar kill Skavik before I do.
Then you'd better hurry. Justicars aren't known for their mercy. My informants are a brother and sister named Jik and Jewel. They know where to find Skavik. I'll tell them you're coming. Play your hand carefully in the Justicar sector. My instincts tell me Skavik hasn't shown all his cards yet.
That's good advice.
I hope this isn't the last we'll see of each other. I can't help feeling there's more to our relationship than revenge on Skavik.
You think a starship captain like me and a gambler like you would ever work out?
Why not? I think we complement each other well. Good luck to you, Captain. I hope you make Skavik pay all his debts.
I'm not sure if I've ever actually gone with the flirt option with him. I can't say he's not Simhalu's type, because she doesn't really seem to have a set type currently. But it could be that he's a bit old for her. Okay. So it is just shy of an hour. Let's see if we can't do a little bit more. We can at least get ourselves out to, well, I just lost words. Justicar territory. If I don't run into walls. Running into walls, you know, not the best. Yeah, it looks like our goal is to head out this way, so. Okay. And up the stairs. Double check. Yep, only thing left over here is to leave. So.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
So not this planet, but not this planet and not the next. After Coruscant, we'll be heading to Terrace, or Taurus. Terrace. I think it's Terrace. And that one, we're going to do a bunch of quests, and then we will head to Nar Shaddaa. Nar Shaddaa, things get kind of interesting, because that is the planet where the Republic and the Imperials are first on the planet at the same time, same level. On Terrace and on Balmora, you have Imperials and Republic both on the same planet, but they are very different levels. On Balmora, the Imperial characters...
Watched by the Justicars.
The Imperial characters will be lower level and the Republic characters higher. But that does not mean that we'll be seeing each other, just because of how things are set up. On Terrace, the Republic characters are lower and the Imperials are higher. So it's kind of the reverse.
Hey you, hold up. No, don't look at me. Just look casual. Act like you're not talking to anyone. My name's Jafke. I'm with Republic Security. Is the street clear? Any Justicar patrols?
I don't see any Justicars in the street.
Alright, good. It should be safe for us to talk. For now. I already tangled with the Justicars. Trust me, you don't want to underestimate these guys.
Why are you still hanging around?
I'm supposed to disrupt the Justicar signal jammers so Republic Security can run some useful surveillance on these guys. Republic Security was actually excited about the Justicars at first. Bunch of ex-military guys forming a militia to take back the streets.
The Justicars weren't the allies you'd hoped for.
Republic Security hoped the Justicars would work alongside our officers, bring order to Coruscant's lower levels. But they pushed out Republic forces just like they did the criminals. They keep the peace down here, but they definitely aren't on the Republic side.
If the Justicars aren't working with Republic, then who are they working with?
No clue. They pushed out Black Sun and the other criminal groups, but their goals are still a mystery. We've tried to run surveillance on their activities, but their signal jammers block every attempt. Our patrols are everywhere.
Is there some way I can pitch in?
Yes, that'd be great. I built the devices to disrupt the Justicar's jammers. They just need to be installed. Can you do that for me?
I guess I can do that much.
Thank you so much. Here, take the devices. They need to be planted at several points around the district. That's the tricky part. Justicar patrols are everywhere. Once you've planted the devices, make your way back. Good luck, and thanks.
Okay. So, need to plant those on the signals. Now, we came in here. We're here. We have quests here, 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 and here. That's signal jammer. Signal jammer. Feeler Dan. Signal jammer. What?
You're alright.
Who am I in a fight with? That's weird. Somebody else went and picked a fight and I got pulled into it. Go ahead and plant a thingy on the signal jammer. Because frankly, of the many quests we could be doing, it's the easy one. Where am I? Okay. There's the signal jammer thingy. So apparently the Justicar hounds are sulky hounds. Good to know, I guess. Might as well go back this way and see what else there is. I do plan in the future, by the way, to get started sooner than I did tonight. Just didn't happen. Okay. We're gonna go back this way. Sorry, I just wanted to get an idea of what was back there before we went back the other way. But yeah, as I get more and more into the groove of the new schedule, which if you can tell by me yawning, I'm still adjusting to this because I've been used to going to bed at around 2 a.m. for the past 7-ish weeks, a little bit more than that. So getting back to my going to bed at 4 a.m. gonna take just a little bit, not long though. I will say waking up at noon, or actually 11 was when I woke up, but waking up that late in the day, I woke up feeling good. I woke up feeling energized. I, started my day out cheerfully, and for the most part maintained that cheerfulness. So yes, I'm definitely already starting to feel a little better.
Excuse me, you don't look like a Justicar, I hope. The Justicars say they're protecting us from the Black Sun, that they're better than the gangs, but they're not. I hate them. You're really not one, right? I don't want to get in trouble, like Brayden did.
I'm not from Coruscant. I'm not in any of the gangs.
Please, can you help me rescue Brayden? He's my brother. He's only 15, but they think he's older. They say they indentured him because he broke one of their stupid curfew laws. So they lock him up all day and make him shoot the Black Sun all night. He's going to die.
Who exactly has your brother?
They're, I don't know, cops or soldiers or something. But they act like just another gang. Please help me. To get to Brayden, you'll need some special belt they all wear. It's the only way to get past the security field where Brayden is. Please, please bring him back to me.
You look strong. Armed for a fight? Maybe I can interest you in restoring some law and order down here. Name's Loran Gonthor, president of Gonthor Industries. Finest custom metalwork on Coruscant. At least we used to be before the sacking. Once the attack began, I went off the grid. Lost my connection to the upper levels. Took elbow grease to stay afloat. Did well until those Justicars arrived. They took over my shop, kicked me out on the street.
Give any idiot a blaster, they're bound to cause some trouble.
Idiots. You got that right. Maybe you could help sort them out. The Senate and such won't help. They don't want to face the Justicars. Also, they say they got no record that it's my shop. Of course, those records are long gone. Blown away during the sacking of Coruscant. The only proof I have now is the deed, and that's inside my old shop. If you get it, I could force the Senate to push the Justicars out.
Your company will be back on its feet in no time.
Glad to hear it. You'll always have a friend in Gonthor Industries. Here's my personal security card. It's got an access code that will get you inside my vault. Once you're in, grab the deed and run.
As happens so often with my characters, Simhalu's turning out a bit more light side than initially planned. It's just what it is. I'm not good at playing characters that are particularly mercenary, evil, etc. Okay, so there's another signal jammer. Okay, from here. I'm real close to Feeler Dan and Jick and Jewel. as well get those out of the way. Let's see. This should be Feeler Dan's shop.
What do you want? I'm just an old woman minding her own business. Haven't done nothing to no one.
I take it you're the Republic spy?
Oh, so you're my backup. About time. I'm risking my neck loitering here. Republic security needs to get its act together. Downright insulting this has taken so long.
The lieutenant said you never contacted him.
He's never heard of radio silence? Idiot. Look, I tracked the data thieves down here, and I'm positive the Justicars took the schematics to their base. Probably to their main computer. You do realize, though, that once you take the schematics back, they'll just gather dust in some security storeroom.
The Justicars would use the schematics to hurt people.
Sure, but I'm not suggesting you let it go. Hear me out on this. My daughter runs a relief group called Undercity Assistance. They bring food and supplies to the poor in the lower levels. These schematics would help them avoid the gangs down here.
I don't see any reason you couldn't copy the maps you need.
That's just what I was thinking. Just bring the holodisk back to me after you get it, and I'll make a copy for my daughter.
This isn't the job I'm getting paid to do.
Either way, you'll get whatever credits security promised you. You have all the information I can give. Go pay a visit to the Justicars, and if you want that data put to good use, I'll be here.
Yeah, it means she wouldn't have to, keep paying kids she found randomly in the street so they could, you know, live. If she gave those schematics to the, to that organization, they could pay the kids that they find living in the streets. So it works out for Simhalu anyway.
Captain, right? About time you got here. Thanks to you, the Justicar snagged my brother Jick. Should have never tangled ourselves in your cloudhead business.
What do you mean by cloudhead?
You're from where the air is thin and heads are soft. This is Turferland. Wise up and grab some ground. I'm Jewel. My brother Jick and I were watching Skavik for you. Big mistake. Nothing but trouble. Things always go bad for turfers when cloudheads come down here. Never should have took this job.
I got problems of my own. Just tell me where Skavik is.
You get yours and us turfers take care of ourselves, right? Wrong. Now you get to work like us. Jick and I were tailing Skavik when the Justicars came after us. Jick stuck to Skavik. I drew the Justicars. I lost those helmet brains easy. But they snagged Jick and hauled him off to their detention center.
Why would the Justicars arrest your brother?
I don't know. Those locksteppers make up the rules as they go. Jick knows where Skavik went, but he didn't have time to spill it to me before they snagged him. You want Skavik? Better prowl into the Justicars detention center and free my brother.
Jailbreaks aren't exactly easy, kid.
Like I don't know that? But listen. I got an idea how to do it. Once inside the detention center, you have to bash all the Justicar droid eyes. That's how they track intruders. If those droid eyes aren't rubble, the Justicars will know your face. You don't want that.
I was already planning to trash the place, kid.
Make sure you get all the droid eyes. It's the only way we get out of this clean, understand? Don't just stand there goggling at me. Get Jick out of that detention center before something happens to him.
If I do this, you have to stop calling me a cloudhead.
Don't bet on it. Take this holo-transmitter with you. I want to talk to Jick as soon as you free him.
Okay. Well, I had meant to be done by now. Oh, but there's another quest to pick up. Least I can do is pick up the quest, right? I keep saying that, and then I keep doing more quests, and it's like, really? Really? Oh, this is the guy who is convinced that the earthquakes are going to destroy the planet and that they're a good thing, because it'll prove his theories right.
Greetings, humble citizen. I am Fez Burba, scientist notary of the Republic and planetary consult to the Galactic... It could alter history. If my theory proves correct, I will be the most famous scientist who ever lived. Consider this. We all know the Imperial bombardment of Coruscant wreaked havoc on the infrastructure. But what if it also damaged the planet's very core?
Would there be a way to repair the damage?
Perhaps, depending on the extent of it, but most likely the planet would have to be evacuated. It is crucial that I get seismic readings from the lower levels, specifically from the works sector. In the spirit of scientific inquiry, and on behalf of the safety of the Republic, I need you to perform this critical mission. Prove my theory correct, and the Senate will grant me a substantial endowment for further research. I will give you a generous reward as compensation.
If your theory's incorrect, what happens then?
I will still pay, of course, but your compensation will be significantly less. All that's required is that you take the Burba Seismic Activity Reader, my invention of course, and use it in the works. The reader is both accurate and user-friendly. The challenge will be in the journey, not in the science.
Why don't you go down there then, Fez? Then you can see for yourself that you're a dumbass. Okay. I think we're gonna get to our next point of reference, and then I think we're gonna stop for the night there. But I want to at least get up here. You might have noticed it's not really that hard to avoid mobs. But that's mostly because... There's more quests. Sorry. That's mostly because there are... I'm higher level than most of them.
Whoa, look at you. You're perfect, just perfect.
Oh, hi, Paus.
So my name's Paus, right? And I'm a journalist. The only journalist down here who isn't afraid to dig up the truth. I'm onto something major with these Justicars. I'm gonna blow the lid on all their tyranny and oppression and show all of Coruscant what they really are.
What do you know about the Justicars, Paus?
They're all about abuse of power. They're the big guy pushing the little guy down. I'm working on a major scoop. A clear-cut case of wrongful arrest, illegal imprisonment, and unjust execution. Proof I need is just out of reach, though. I need a fearless hero to get that evidence. I need you.
What makes you think I can help?
Because I can tell. You're brave, you're tough. Everything a hero of freedom and justice should be. Raquel Lysanis, son of a wealthy family, arrested and executed without trial or explanation. He's the key to everything. The catalyst to the dirty little secret. Nobody's talking about Raquel's death. Not the Justicars, not his family, nobody. So I need the facts, straight from the source, the Justicar Tower. And that's where you come in.
Let's be clear. My expertise comes at a price.
Oh, hey, of course, no problem. We've all got to cover the bills, right? I'll make it worth your while, don't worry. Interrogation droids, they're the key. Justicars use them all the time, and they record everything they see. Find the droid that recorded Raquel, smash it, and yank the memory core. You can check the core on the Justicar computers to make sure you've got the right one.
Couldn't I bring the memory core back to you? Can't you read the thing?
But what if you end up with the wrong one? You wouldn't want to have to fight your way back in. All right then, as soon as you've got the recording I need, bring it back here and we'll show Coruscant the truth about these Justicars. Good luck, buddy. Good luck.
I'm never quite sure what to think of the fact he calls me buddy.
Welcome to Justicar territory, citizen. Nice to see a friendly face. Agent Reed Gandon, Strategic Information Service. Notice anything odd down here? Like how quickly the Justicars took control? Weapons and armor don't just materialize out of thin air. The Justicars have a supplier, and it isn't the Republic. You follow?
Get to the point.
Whoever's got the weapons runs the show. The SIS are coming from. The Justicars control their own shipping dock, and I'm sure they keep records. I just need someone who can handle an ambush to get them.
Storming the docks might make the Justicars suspicious.
If there were another way, I'd be topside and long gone by now. Get those records to me as soon as you find them. You don't want to get waylaid by the Justicars.
Okay, so now we're gonna pause. So, alright. So I hope that everybody who came out to watch tonight had a lot of fun. I hope people are still enjoying watching the world of Star Wars: The Old Republic and the various class quests. I will be back on probably Saturday to do a crafting stream. I'm probably going to switch that to Saturdays. If I end up moving to overnights, it might move back to Sundays, but I can't promise when. So, I'll be back that week. And the next week, if I'm not mistaken, is our final week frights with Secret World. Just double checking the calendar real quick. You know what? Actually, the 31st will be final week frights, because this is a month with 5 Thursdays. So, okay, next week should be Star Wars again, followed by final week frights on the 31st. But I do want to thank again everyone who came out to view the stream tonight. I hope that you had fun. I hope that you stay safe. Take care of yourself. Take care of each other. And I'll see you next time.